All right. Hello, friends, and welcome to Love Spell Written in the Stars. I've said this before, but I'll say this again because this is a new video. I have a lot of different visual novel demos on my list of games that I want to play, and so it is almost no surprise that I am playing yet another visual novel demo, trying this one out. Before we get into this one, I don't know too crazily much about this game. I know it has something to do with magic. There's this book that you see in the background here that is very important to the story, but otherwise I'm going into this game a little bit blind. One of the other things that I know about it is that it is by Great Gretsuki Studios. Great Gretsuki, and I have not played a game by them yet, but I have heard a lot of great things about their games, so I am excited to hop into this one and see how this goes. With all that being said, let's check it out, let's see how it goes, and what this game is about. Ooh, heart. What is my name? Oh my gosh, my name is Kit. I can't see my keyboard, but that's fine. I'll just figure it out by touch. You'll not be able to change this unless you start a new game. That's fine. Yes. Okay, controls. That's super exciting. I don't see anything that is different from the normal way that I play a visual novel, but really cool that here's all the different, like, keys that I normally play with. Here, I'll move out of the way so you can see it a little bit better. Yeah, if you're ever wondering how I hide the UI when I'm playing visual novels, it's with H. The one thing that I don't see is to go back and forward, which is usually page up and page down, but we'll see if that works. I do really like when visual novels do that, but sometimes they turn it off, so. Those who not believe in magic will never find it. That's what it says behind me, by Roald Dahl. All right. Ooh, I really like the UI up here. Whoops. I right-clicked. I really like this UI. Cute. The sun's early rays peek out over the hills of Pastoria Town, a bustling suburban gem nestled between the mountains and the sea. As the morning light paints streaks of pastel across the sky, it signals the start of a brand new day. I can't help but stifle a loud yawn as I close the door to my apartment and head out on my morning commute. Another morning, another day, another adventure. So I say, but I've hardly slept a wink. I stayed up last night reading too many fanfics again. Class is gonna be a killer. Girl, same. My thoughts linger on the heart-wrenching romantic adventure that kept me up all night yesterday as I start my journey to the town's local university. Seriously though, what even was that cliffhanger? After the heroine finally confessed her love to him too. I need to know what happens or I won't be able to move on with my life. Author, please update soon. As I walk through my usual commute, I retrace my steps that I've taken many times before. But it all seems a bit different than usual today under the morning light's glow. Heart-shaped decorations and advertisements seem to have sprouted overnight outside many shops and streets, signaling the coming of one of the town's local festivals. My eyes follow various couples walking hand in hand, sharing fresh coffee, love-struck looks, and stifled giggles. Wow, it's already that time of year again, huh? Nice. Another year of being single, here we go. Whatever, at least my favorite snacks will be on sale. Damn! My eyes flock to one particularly lovey-dovey couple sharing donuts as the girl laughs into her boyfriend's coat. The boy smiles as he kisses her forehead, the soft look in his eyes saying all one needs to know. Still, I guess it must be nice, right? Having someone you can look at like that. Wait, what am I saying? I have junk food, video games, and fast Wi-Fi. I don't need anything else. That's right, I can live out my life just like this, just fine. I grip the strap of my bag tighter as I pick up my pace towards my bus stop, far away from the crowded street of lovers. Alright. Morning rush hour has officially started. Trying to avoid tripping over my own feet, I gingerly step past lines of seats filled with commuters on my local bus, before finally finding an open space near the middle. I sit down and glance around to see all sorts of people caught up in their daily activities. Some are reading the newspaper, some are playing video games, and others are pleasantly chatting about their weekend plans. What a peaceful morning. Oh? I look down to read a text message from one of my classmates. Hey, do you know what time the library opens? I need to print out the paper for class today. The paper for class. Shit, the paper! Oh, I'm screwed. I completely forgot that was due today. And my professor is gonna kill me if I don't turn something in this time. I panic, earning a few strange looks as I type furiously into my phone. Oh, wait, it's fine, kid. It's still early. Don't panic. I can just haul ass to the library and write it before class. Wow, so much for my peaceful morning. The bus's idle chatter suddenly comes to a hush when the vehicle stops and a conspicuous figure walks in. Ooh. I curiously look to see an elderly woman pass through the gate. Her appearance is far more than eye-catching, to say the least. Alongside her, she carries a bag with all sorts of strange feathers, jewels, and... Is that a mummified lizard? People begin to murmur and shuffle to the side as the strange woman makes her way down the crowded aisle. Whoa. Check out this freak show. Someone must have missed Halloween. The comments grow louder and ruder, but the old woman's expression remains unfazed as she slowly sits down across from me. Crazy grandma, she's nuts heading out looking like that. Hold up, I'm totally tweeting this. I narrow my eyes at the foul-mouthed gossipers. I turn back to glance at the old woman and see that, although her face remains motionless and unfazed, her eyes seem to now hold a tinge of sadness. What should I do? Obviously speak up. Hey, just because someone looks a bit different, that doesn't give you any right to look down on them. Okay. Not in love with the line that I said, but it works, sure. Haven't you been taught any manners? Jeez, sorry, lady. Somehow that worked. The gossip stops as the bus takes off. The rest of the patrons go back to tending to their phones. I catch the eye of the old woman looking at me. She flashes a small smile in my direction. Okay. That was nice. That was cute. I'm glad that I was able to speak up, even though, like, you know, in that moment, I don't know what I would say personally. But I feel like that scene in particular was a little weak, a little childish, I don't know. As I get off the bus, I spot the old woman's figure retreating away in the opposite direction. What was that? Suddenly, a curious-looking trinket falls out of her bag and bounces on the floor. I pick it up and chase after her. Hey, ma'am, wait! The old woman looks down as she steps into a busy crosswalk. She's gonna get hit by a truck. Suddenly, the crossing signal turns red, but the old woman doesn't seem to notice and continues. Oh my god. To my horror, I spot a car approaching the intersection at a dangerous speed. Other passerby take notice of the situation as well, but none take action. Hey, watch out! With a desperate lunge, I run and pull the old woman backwards. We narrowly avoid a collision as the speeding car angrily honks while driving by. Oh my god, too close for comfort. I almost became an isekai protagonist. Hey listen, it's a visual novel. I would have accepted it. Ma'am, are you okay? Didn't you see the light Suddenly, I look up to the old woman's face to see her grinning from ear to ear. Strong, yet fair. Righteous, yet true. Why, I've been so lucky to meet a girl like you. Thank you. What? Oh, I'm perfectly fine, and it's all thanks to you, dear. Thank you for saving this silly old woman. Of course, I'm sorry I pulled on you so roughly, but I couldn't just stand there and watch as you got hurt. But, seriously, are you okay? Do you need to see a doctor or something? My word, what a benevolent young child you are. Caring, courageous, and quite a beauty, too. Thank you. Oh, it's so good to see that today's youth still have some hope left. I was getting rather worried. Right. Thanks, I think? Oh, and, here, you dropped this earlier. Oh, it's a pencil. Okay. I hand over the oddly decorated bag and the strange trinket from before. Oh, goodness. Why, thank you, dearie. I don't know what I would do if I were to lose this precious friend of mine, okay? Now then, I cannot simply let such a selfless act go unrewarded. Tell me, my child, what is your name? Oh, my name is Kit. Nice to meet you. And no need for repayment of any sort. I'm just really glad you're okay. Oh, pish-posh. Come now, my dear, no need to be shy. Someone with such a noble heart like yours deserves to have their wish come true. Now tell me, what is it your heart desires most? Immortal youth? The power to fly? A romance for the ages? Name your prize, my child. I can't ask her to do my research paper for me, can I? Well, if any of those things were attainable, I think I'd probably go for the last one. Oh, trouble in the romance department, huh? Well, it's your lucky day. What the hell? For I have just the thing to mend your troubles, dearest. The old lady rummages through her large bag for a few moments. I tilt my head in confusion when I hear clanging and sloshing sounds, but I'm quickly distracted when she triumphantly pulls out a small pink notebook emblazoned with golden borders and a heart-shaped gem in the middle. Here, my gift to you, dearie. A notebook? Why, yes, I suppose you could call it that. Don't worry, this should be able to help make all your wildest, most romantic fantasies come true. The old lady smiles as she pushes the notebook into my hands. And here, take this too, in case you ever need a friend. The pencil, right? Okay, cool. Oh, it's a pen. Sorry, I thought it had lead in it. The old lady hands me the quirky-looking pen from before. At the top rests a glittery bubble with what seems to resemble a small penguin inside. I don't want to hurt her feelings, so I guess I'll just take it. Thank you very much, ma'am. You're too kind. A nearby bell tower chimes, signaling the start of a new hour. I gasp loudly as I remember my unwritten paper. Well, it was nice meeting you. I need to go now, but thank you for the gifts. Please be careful crossing the street. Bye. The old woman suddenly grabs my arm with a much stronger grip than I expected her to have. She pulls me close enough to whisper, "Just a moment, my child. Or rather, a final word of warning before we part ways. Make sure you read the instructions in this book very carefully, lest you end up in a situation you'd rather not be in." Okay. Got it, sure, but I really have to go now, so bye. Have fun. That's ominous. I quickly stuff the notebook and the funny-looking pen into my bag as I sprint off towards my university. Yikes, what is going to happen because I didn't read the book? Ooh, okay. Once upon a time, after saving the life of a mysterious old woman, a young girl is gifted a magical notebook. But the notebook has a big secret. I love this. It has the power to make anyone whose name you wish I decided to fall in love with you. Until the next full moon. Okay, werewolves. There's the main character. Oh, she has my best friend's birthday. Maybe it's best if I don't go messing with this thing. Too late, you already cast the spell. Wait, what? I did? On who? A childhood best friend. That's all that I got to read. The professor. Ew. Barista. That's a stranger. That's all I got to read. The first sentence of each. Ooh. On the train? No. I already have a least favorite. I'm sorry. A little kitty behind me. Oh. Star, please. I'm Makey. Uh-huh. Oh, this is the song in the Starry Night. The Starlight update. I don't know what that means. Hey, by the way, it's now available on PC. That's what I'm playing it on, so... Interesting. A few hours later. I shuffle around in my seat during class, shiftily attempting to avoid my professor's eyes at all costs. Oh no, I didn't write my paper. I did. I got the stupid paper done in time. Barely. But no one mentioned a stupid quiz, too. That's okay, I've got this. Put me in, coach. I tilt my head forward, sulking as I stare at the mostly blank paper in front of me, sure. No! Not me finding out that this guy is one of the romance options, and then also, like, first class, it's his. Oh no. Now everyone, please remember to write your name and ID number at the top of the Scantron sheet. I didn't answer a single question. He's a Scorpio. He's an archaeologist. He runs on coffee and spite. Okay. He's an archaeologist. What am I in school for? Suddenly, my professor turns to me with a cheery smile. Uh-oh. Right, Kit? Why are you asking me? That's basic. Put your name on your paper. Because nothing says I did my assignment 5 minutes before class more than forgetting to write your own name on your paper. Oh no. Professor Atlas stops in front of my desk and hands me back my recently written paper. Are you going to give me the chance to write my name on it? I see a giant red circle with question marks scribbled on top. A round of snickers erupt from the class as they watch me squirm nervously under the professor's sharp gaze. When will you learn, I wonder? Never. Wow, he didn't have to call me out like that. Ugh, how embarrassing. Honestly, you deserve it. I would accept it. The university bell chimes, signaling the end of class. Well, that's all for today. The results of today's quiz will be posted online by next Monday. Ooh, I have a feeling I got an F. If anyone has any questions or comments about their papers, feel free to drop by during my office hours. And with that, have a nice rest of your day. Students quickly rise out of their seats to line up and drop their quizzes off at the front before exiting the classroom. I eye Professor Atlas as he stays behind, talking to some more than eager to learn female students. I mentally whisper a small prayer before submitting my quiz into the stack with a resigned sigh and turn to leave. Ah, Kit. Please do remember to write your name on next week's assignment, yes? After all, it's oh so terribly difficult trying to figure out which paper is yours. I can tell. At his words, the group of female students around him giggle and snicker in my direction. I narrow my eyes slightly at the mocking smile that tugs on my professor's lips before trudging out the door. A demon lord, that's what he really is. Okay, I thought that this was the way that the main character was going to go. I feel like it's very nice, teasing, We're besties. Not really, but you know, I feel like he's just kind of joking around, you know? Versus I really had a feeling that the main character was going to be like, he hates me. He despises me. And I understand what he's saying. Also, I'm just not hot for teacher. I'm sorry. If he was anybody else, I'd be like, okay, absolutely. But unfortunately, I just don't like the trope. I'm in a cafe now. I let out a small sigh as I walk into my favorite cafe. I like this. Cafe Estrella. Estrella. It's a small coffee shop hidden down an alley behind campus. Due to its secretive location, it's normally pretty quiet. So, what's with this crowd then? An unusually large crowd of young girls line up through the cafe. Oh, 100% they got somebody new. A new employee, and he's super hot. And all the girls want coffee now because it's poured by his hand. Oh my goodness. When I managed to push my way to the front, I noticed the source of all the commotion and attention. Hi, can I take your order, miss? Click the button, please. You can take my last name, too. I feel like it should be the opposite, but you know what? Feminism. Whoa, who is that? A new employee? I've never seen him here before. Oh, well, if it isn't our best customer. Welcome back, Kit. Quite a busy day today, huh? Say, have you met our new barista yet? He's quite handsome, isn't he? He's good for business. I can see that, Mr. Soul. This is quite the crowd in here. After chatting for another few minutes with Mr. Soul, the cafe's kind owner, I discreetly glance at the barista from afar. Eventually, his gaze flickers up and briefly meets mine. Oh, hi there. Welcome to Estrella's. A new cheerful and energetic barista who started working at your favorite shop. He loves cats. Same. Are you also allergic? Because that's the way I am. I eye his name tag. It reads Jamie. Sheesh, he really is cute. But somehow he looks a little familiar too, really. I'm snapped back to reality when a swooning girl knocks into me on her way out. It's then that I realize my typically quiet study haven has been completely overtaken. I sigh as I make my way outside amidst the chaos. I'm not even gonna get a cup of coffee? What the fuck? I pout angrily as I walk out of the bustling cafe. Man, today's kinda sucked. Oh, just kidding, I did get coffee, don't worry. Oh, whatever, at least Mr. Soul managed to hook me up with some coffee on the way out. Alright, this is the pick-me-up I needed. We're gonna turn this whole day around. It looks like a good cup of— oh, there it went. Just as I bring my iced latte to my lips, I feel a forceful shove from behind. What the fuck? Out of instinct, I close my eyes as I'm about to tumble forward towards the hard concrete. But that sounded like I broke all of the bones in my body. To my surprise, I crash into a much softer surface. Hey, there he is. After him. Hello? What are you, a fucking gang? My attention is drawn to the sounds of running as I glance back to see a man's retreating figure sprinting off as two other men in suits give chase after him. And in front of me— boobs? But my attention is directed forward again as a strong scent of masculine cologne fills the air. I slowly lift my gaze up to discover I'm essentially cuddled into the chest of a very large, very angry-looking man. Great. Just great. I'm sorry. As my situation sinks in, I jump off of him, quick as a cat. Only to realize my what was once a nice latte is now soaked into the man's expensive-looking red suit. Maybe you should watch where you're going, bitch. Damn. This is a brand new suit, too. So much for that. He's totally a jerk? But he looks totally rich, too. Okay, so? Holy crap, I'm really sorry. I'll clean it up. With what? A singular napkin? I quickly grab some napkins and attempt to pat the suit dry when the man suddenly yanks my arm away and growls. Excuse me? That's how you plan to clean up a suit that's worth more than $1 million? You're making it worse. $1 million? Did he just say $1 million? I could sell my entire anime figurine collection and I still wouldn't be able to cover that much. And suddenly, two suited men sprint back towards the large man. Boss, we lost him. He couldn't have gone far, though. We should head towards the docks. Fucking hell, man. I don't have time for this. The angry man brushes past me after he hands me a card. Okay. The card only has a name and a phone number. Marcelo. You, dumbass. I expect a call from you later with plans to reimburse this suit. Got that? Dumbass? He glares at me one last time before turning around and sprinting away with the rest of his lackeys. I slowly turn back around to stare at the card, and then to my crushed cup of former iced latte on the ground. Excuse me? What a jerk. He was the one who bumped into me. Hey, yo, pay me back my iced latte, asshole. Now I feel like I'm the main character. I'm not paying for your suit. Pay me back for my coffee. I drag my feet through the sunset-kissed streets of town as a loud sigh escapes me. Could this day get any worse? I need a drink. No, screw that. I need 3. Just as I reach out to grab the local pub's door, it swings open from the other side, smashing into me. Great, what's next? Ow, right in the face. Shoot, I'm so sorry, are you okay? Wait a minute. Kit, is that really you? Are you square? Oh, damn. Your childhood friend and lifelong crush who has no idea he broke your heart. Damn. He loves video games and anime. I feel a shiver run down my spine as I slowly turn my head to meet a pair of familiar ice blue eyes. Enix, what are you doing here? What's with the face, huh? Is that any way to greet a friend you haven't seen in so long? I feel the blood rush to my face as I simply stare in awe at the man before me. Enix Gray. One of my childhood best friends. I think his last name should be Square. And my first love. I thought you were studying abroad. My university is currently on break, so I'm only really back in town for the summer. We stand there awkwardly for a few minutes before I hear Enix clear his throat. Still, it's really good to see you again, Kit. I'm really glad we bumped into each other. I feel my heart stutter. Emotions I thought I had locked away deep within my heart a long time ago feel as if they're coming back up to the surface. Enix, Well, look what the old cat dragged in. At that voice, another familiar-looking young woman struts out through the door and onto the sidewalk. Oh no? She wears a confident smile on her face as she clutches her expensive-looking purse closer to her thin frame. I'd know her anywhere. Isla, or Isla, or something. My other former childhood friend and lifelong rival. Isla? Duh, who else? Hiya, Kit. Long time no see. You look... well, the same as ever, really. Isla turns to face Enix and gives him a quick kiss on the cheek before linking arms with him. She narrows her eyes at me before flashing Enix a coy smile, almost as if to make sure I'm watching. Ew. Sorry for making you wait, Munchkin. There was a line for the restroom and all. Babe, please, I thought we talked about the whole PDA thing. You know I'm not comfortable with it. I cast my gaze down as memories that I would have much preferred to never remember rush back into my mind. I nervously tug at the hem of my dress before looking up. Oh, right, I forgot you guys are dating now. How times change, huh? I guess I, never got a chance to properly congratulate you both. Why, thanks! Oh, we were just celebrating at the bar like the good old days. After all, Enix was just accepted into our university's top medical program. Let's go. Medical program? Wow. I would have never guessed that from you, Enix. Yeah, well, things change. I'm studying to be a doctor now. A truly remarkable career choice, and I was just accepted into one of the most prestigious law schools overseas, too. And what about you, kid? What's your life plan like? My chest tightens as I slowly cast my gaze down. Life plan. I don't even know what I'm gonna eat for dinner. I just finished my general course requirements, but I'm still not, decided on a major. Some things never really change, do they? Well, we have to go, but it was nice seeing you, kid. Let's all hang out one day, for old time's sake, you know? Enix and I lock eyes for a few moments before he blinks away and slowly waves. I watch as they walk off, hand in hand, down a familiar street and out of sight. I spin around and quickly wipe the tears forming in my eyes. Taking a few deep breaths, I walk into the bar. All times my ass. All right, and with that, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. Good news, the main character's bad day is coming to a close. There isn't going to be anything else wacky and wild happening. Things will be looking up from here, and I am excited for us to get into the rest of this story and see a little bit more about how the notebook comes into play here. But I do need to end this episode here and set things up for the next episode. So thank you for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I will see you in that next episode for some more Love Spell Written in the Stars.